Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. They're on the 24-yard line.
Ready to break.
Mike Fofo.
Get ready. Get ready. Be driven. Be driven.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Perry. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready, ready. Turn to start.
So we got man.
Hey, exit.
44, Mike, 44. Check that.
To throw on 3rd down. Perry. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Down. 8-3.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 37-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Check, check. Check right, check right.
On 3rd and 2, Perry. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On the double. Mike Spoke. Come on, come on, come on.
On 1st down, Perry. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
91.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a handoff looking right. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go, go.
On 1st and 10, Perry. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the run, it's Pumphrey. Escapes the defender. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Hey, Haywood. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll look to throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Zoo.
2nd and long. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
18 Gator, 51. All day, every day, any day.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! 6-6, pull it high. Big grip.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Protein spill.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
2 stop. Check. 5. Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo. I'm going.
Throwing on first down. Perry. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down.
Ready? 44. Mike, 44. Check. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We go. 8 read. Yes. Under 10. 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's get it. Ready? 10 Lobo. I got you. X3. 218. Chop. 57.
2nd and 14. And it's caught. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch.
At the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Come on, fellas.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Alpha. Say.
They'll drop the throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I hope you go to your left because I'm about to take you to school.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, echo. 57. Mike, 57.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tighten down. There you go.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Ready, set.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the pass. Ready.
Now they try the right side here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Perry, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw. Perry. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Topper! Hey! High 7! Be triple!
On first down, Perry. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. You ain't doing nothing.
From the gun, Perry. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Perry. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Gesicki. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's a party now. It's a party. Hey, Charlie. Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. Airing it out deep for Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
I'm coming after you. Now. I'm coming after you. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hey, Foxtrot. 50, my 50, now.
Operating from the gun, Perry. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll make this a 7-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They're going to look to throw. Forced nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Perry. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go now. 10 logo. Go. Go. Fire.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Perry. And he coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. Incomplete.
The pass on 2nd down. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right.
You ain't going nowhere.
And the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
5. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 13. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. Now they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Alpha. 51. Hey, 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 hey. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go, D.
Ready. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Hey, back up. 51, Mike, 51. It's just me. Hard, hard. Jim.
Now. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 75 yards.
Let's go. 10-2, sir. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch out. Leo. Smith. Lee Griffin.
He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up the 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Atlanta, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-2.